Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 10. This is the series finale, so knowing that they had to do some reshoots, I expect there to be a definitive conclusion. But also with that, I expect it to also feel somewhat rushed, which is a shame, but it is what it is, and I don't know how this whole Progenitor's tech is going to conclude. I mean, nor do I know how the story is going to conclude for the crew of the Discovery. As with my reaction to the Lower Decks finale, I don't expect to get emotional with this. I mean, they could surprise me with some really nice moments, with some really nice music overlaid on that, and that could potentially get me, but I don't expect it. But beyond those things, I really have no expectations. I mentioned it at the end of my last video, but there were a couple of things that were spoiled for me as I was watching season 4, because season 5 was still coming out, and just those things were out there. So there are going to be a couple things that aren't a surprise to me, but at least one of those things has been building up this whole season, so it wouldn't be surprising anyways. Before I get into this episode, don't forget to like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to say about this episode or the previous episodes, please put it in the comments. Also, if you're not currently subscribed, but you like this kind of content, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. I know this is the end of Discovery, but I do plan on reacting to other Star Trek content in the future, so feel free to stick around. It really helps me to stay motivated to get these videos out and helps the channel to grow, so thank you. I don't believe I have anything else to say before just diving into this, so I think I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, here we go. What's in this portal? What are we gonna see? Is it just gonna be like a white escape, plane of existence? Okay, well, it seems there's something here. It's not like the infinity room that Kovich showed us. Huh. Looks like a room with mirrors on each side, except you can't see her, so it just keeps going.
I haven't seen any of the Breen that came in here, or Moll.
Yeah, well, you're speaking out loud, so if they're here, they could hear you, and are probably prepping. It'd be funny if it was a plastic plant. And she's like, plastic? Okay, that is an interesting landscape. Or it's interesting that the landscape is there underneath this place, or at least appears to be. What's this? Is this the portal back? You don't want to go through that unless you have your helmet on. Okay. What? Fascinating. What the hell? Well, I guess this is part of the final test. Oh, well, yeah. Seems that the Breen didn't make it, or at least that one didn't.
Wait, we can help each other!
Yeah. They don't want to help you. They don't want your help. If anything, they want to keep you from interfering with Moll. I think it's, even when they're being blown like this, he's like, I gotta keep fighting.
Warning. Hurricane wind speeds detected.
Is she gonna ride it? Like, what's... Oh, I guess so. I see. She's trying to get up. I thought that's where she came from. But okay. I mean, I suppose she didn't mean to get sucked into this hurricane scape. Oh.
Don't move!
Okay. That was interesting.
Someone needs your femoral vein.
I bashed his helmet in. So fair trade, I guess.
So they attacked her? What? Why? I thought they were on the same side.
You did the entire clue trail. Must have learned something.
That's a fair assumption.
Let's go get what we came for.
Well, they're working together, tentatively. I don't mind the pairing. It's nice that they're actually potentially collaborating here. And unless something goes wrong, I don't foresee it falling apart.
Commander Jemison, can you get a transport lock on the portal?
Negative, sir. Still too much interference. Tractor beam is the only way, and for that we have to be in range.
How can you move a portal without something containing it? You know? That's my confusion here.
No matter how far we walk, we're no closer to the end of the tunnel. How's that possible?
It's not.
It's part of the puzzle.
I don't trust the Federation,
Clearly.
but at least they have a vested interest in getting me what I want.
That's true.
We'll see about that.
Of course. Can't work together for 5 minutes. I mean, it's probably been more than 5 minutes. I was gonna say something about the special effects here, but it's actually not that bad. I've seen worse.
Doesn't have to be this way. Your choice, not mine.
I mean, you did make the first move, Burnham.
A large region of high-energy plasma orbiting around one of the...
Where's Detmer and the rest, the old crew, you know? What happened to them? Not that I'm really attached to them at all, but still. I was more attached to them than this crew. Maybe it's a different shift.
We take out the fighters first, come back for the portal.
Give me a shuttle.
Well, can't exactly fulfill the mission with the thorn in your side.
At a certain point, you just won't survive. Thanks for the tip.
Well, Burnham can always bring him back. Death has no meaning now.
And I'm coming with you.
What?
What are you talking about? Paul, this isn't a debate. Book is gonna need me.
It's the whole, the meaning of life. Culber wants to know. He needs answers.
At the very least, I can help him.
Well, again, I feel there's no stakes because they basically have the Progenitor's tech to bring anyone back that they want.
If we keep fighting like this, we're both gonna end up dying in here.
You got a better idea?
Stand down.
Work together.
I will do everything in my power to help you in luck. But I need you to trust me.
It's a hard ask.
I give you my word.
Well, I mean, if you could figure it out before turning the tech over to the Federation, then you don't have to ask the Federation for any trust. Or you don't have to trust the Federation.
You have Locke in there.
I needed to know he'd be safe.
Sounds like you need a key for that lock.
The negative space here at the edge of this light. I thought it was an optical illusion at first, but...
Okay. Well, onward. Well, I'm glad Burnham's not, like, totally revealing all her information, because then, Moll wouldn't have any reason to keep her around.
I request an audience.
Is this gonna work?
Your offer is of no interest. You may depart. This audience is over.
Well, valiant effort.
She gave me the information we need. Now I must determine how we use it.
Okay, I'm intrigued and a little confused, but I'm sure I'll get an answer.
The technology, it's this entire place.
But how do you use it? That's the question.
It's a monument. One of the scientists was killed here.
Ah, okay, yeah. Can't you use the power to bring the scientists back? I mean, I'm sure they didn't want to risk it. The other scientists, that is.
Wait.
They move.
Oh, stop.
I mean, you don't know how to use it.
Build the shape of the one between the many. I think these triangles are the many.
So you have to build a triangle within all of the triangles?
No, the message was between the many, not with.
So like a void of the shape of the... Yeah, maybe.
It's definitely not an error.
Well, if this is what killed the scientists, well, then they wouldn't have had the clue to give to Michael in the first place. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Michael should have been like, hey, I'll get back to you real quick.
And I will bring you back. I promise.
Well, Michael's not going to stay knocked out forever, so get to work. And she has the clue. Well, I guess she's trying her method first. Well, it's doing something. Who knows, maybe they'll be reunited in death. Huh. Fascinating.
It appears to be using the black hole as some kind of power source.
Oh. I mean, that makes sense. Nice. Get wrecked.
We're in range. Engaging the tractor beam now.
So if they had moved the portal to another location and then activated the tech, where would it have pulled the power from, you know?
This'll work. I can't explain it, I just feel it. Trust me, please.
Okay. I'm here for it, I guess.
Tractor beam lock successful.
Okay. Nice.
Michael's in there. We can't let go.
Well, as long as you can keep it from going any further into the event horizon.
But you are just as cowardly as our admirals believed you to be.
Oh, bold move. Her face.
And you will be weakened, allowing the other Primarchs to strike. That will cost you the throne.
You are bluffing. You do not have this kind of power.
Well, do you want to risk it?
Tell me if you see even the slightest glimmer of doubt.
You are insane.
Well.
Remind me to never play you in Ferengi Rummy.
We should cloak and watch carefully. Discovery may yet need our assistance.
Yeah, you'll probably have to come in clutch. We'll see. Wake up, Burnham.
Moll!
Okay, well, I guess combine your energy. Oh, never mind. Just pulling her off.
Shape of the one between the many.
Okay, gotta try to actually figure out what the real solution is.
This is the negative space.
It's like a Triforce? No. I mean, there's more than 3, but...
One between many.
Yeah.
In the negative space between them.
I feel like that was pretty obvious with the clue. At least this is how I interpreted the puzzle was going to be. What? Where are you? What's here? So what did the one scientist do wrong then? Did he try to do what Moll tried to do? And if the other scientists figured it out, why didn't they try to bring this guy back?
I've been waiting for you.
Huh. Okay. I like the modern makeup. That's cool. Well, I feel like that was like the midpoint in the episode. Like, if they were splitting this in 2, that would be the end of the first one.
To share instructions on how to operate this technology.
The tiny ears kind of amuse me.
Can it be used to restore life? A new being can replace a lost one. It would share none of its memories.
Oh.
None of its fundamental essence. Still.
Damn. Well, sucks for Moll.
Those were all worlds you created. No. We found them here. You didn't build this? We theorized that whoever created this.
Huh.
Perhaps it goes even further back.
Okay. Fascinating.
I have something to show you.
Well, you've got all the time in the world in here.
I thought you didn't have access to his memories.
I don't.
Left one behind?
Why that one? Why now?
Right.
Well, he probably knew you'd need it.
Maybe there's something kind of beautiful about the mystery.
Right.
I respect it. I like the kinship between them. It's very nice. What is happening? Okay. I don't think anything's happening. I thought they were getting sucked in for a second.
Could we jump something that's not Discovery?
Oh, no. Maybe.
No.
Can you extend the bubble?
Impossible.
Unless. It's always impossible. Unless.
We need 2 poles to extend the entanglement field between.
I do like that we're like expanding with the spore drive. It's been a while since we really touched on that. So that's pretty cool.
Galactic barrier. Take him a couple decades to get back, but
What?
that's more than they gave my family.
I would say that's offering mercy, but he doesn't have the authority to offer anything else.
My crew is risking their lives to protect this.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna sandwich it. That's hilarious. I love it. Huh. This is pretty badass, not gonna lie. Hell yeah. Okay, well, I was under the impression that they would go with them, but that's pretty awesome. Cool. Oh, I guess she's seeing the creation of life.
No!
Well, you have to break the news to Moll that can't really bring back Locke. I mean, I guess you could still try.
Nothing here can bring him back. I'm so sorry. We need to go.
Damn. I do feel bad for her. Well, so much for resurrection.
I heard you in there. Thank you for holding on.
He says anything for you, baby girl.
Ready to receive the portal in the shuttle bay.
Okay, have them meet me in my ready room.
It's still so weird to me that the idea that you could move and contain this portal.
Why do I get the feeling Action Saru came out today?
You may have.
I like that came back.
You're not saying we should leave it here.
Oh no.
We should destroy it.
I think.
Is Kovich gonna be okay with this?
Tell him that I understand.
Stop.
I mean, I see where they're all coming from.
I'll talk to the Admiral and the President. I know they'll agree.
What about Kovich, though? Kovich is the one that sent you on this path. Quick, Adira, let's go and steal this thing and do our own thing.
I want to commend you all on a job well done in safeguarding this technology.
You know, I don't hate this ending for the Progenitor's tech.
Must have the ability to recreate it should they still exist. And
that's fair. Okay, I mean, I can accept that.
Hey.
What's Moll gonna do now? Now that she's lost her love and really has no direction now.
Not in the mood for a speech.
I mean, she seems fine.
You know, maybe someday you might even stop hating the name Cleveland Booker.
Don't count on it.
I don't know if I like how quickly she's adjusting.
But I have standing orders to bring her to Dr. Kovich after. Apparently he has plans for her.
Okay. What's that gonna be?
Dr. Kovich, you asked to see me?
How could you? We could have this technology. Okay. He's got a lot of things. The baseball. Nice to meet you.
Captain Michael Burnham. USS Discovery.
Agent Daniels, USS Enterprise.
Okay. That's one of the spoilers I saw. Well, it was originally... I'll get into it after the reaction. So, not too surprising for me. Also this. I knew this was going to happen. Oh, they finally kissed. I wondered how that was going to be. It's cute. It works. My next question, though. Could they have children? What would they look like? How would that be?
Please, enjoy.
Nice. I'm happy for them.
A reminder that we are all, in the most fundamental of ways, connected.
We are. That we are.
I mean, Michael's the only one with the knowledge of, or having seen all of that.
Your relationship reminds me of me and Adira, but, well, with ages reversed and more crabbiness. But a mentorship program. So I'm going to start one.
Okay. Looking forward to seeing that in the show.
You just call me crabby.
No.
No.
Excuse me.
They're so funny.
Had a run into some Talaxian pirates on the way back. Yeah.
Glad.
Okay. That would have been cool to see, but I like his hair.
My sentence is commuted.
I heard.
Nice.
Future is a scary word for me, too.
Maybe we can conquer it together.
You love me.
I love you.
Well, too bad. I don't feel the same.
I love you too.
Okay, yeah.
You were annoying as hell back then.
You still love me.
They've got good chemistry. I like it.
You, me, and Grudge. It is.
She says, I know another way to create life, if you know what I'm saying. Seems cozy. I'm guessing this is what the reshoots were for. I doubt this is what they had planned for the end of the season. Yeah. I will say they did a good job of casting her mom, because I can see the resemblance.
I wanted to surprise you.
I will say the aged up makeup looks really good.
And
and honey could be tasty. It's not, but thank you.
That delivery. That was good. Okay, well now I'm questioning, because like that visual right there almost looked digital. So maybe they touched it up with VFX. What? Okay, so what is this going to be? Well, I'm glad she got to settle down and things seem well. Their son?
Missed you, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that their only child?
I'm trying to up my swagger a bit.
The uniform looks cool. And the comm badge. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. UFP 47. United Federation of Planets. 47. Isn't that the number? The Star Trek number? I could be wrong. And there's the tree that they planted.
Life itself is meaning enough.
That's the title of the episode. Life itself.
You saying I got this?
You do, Leto.
Oh, they named him Leto. That is sweet. Oh, there's 3 now. Maybe there were before. I don't remember. Maybe I just missed it. Is it a new discovery? I wonder if they just, like, keep recycling the spore drive for the new discoveries. What's the letter? Is it the A? Or are they getting rid of the A to make it a B? Because I thought the ship that we have been seeing is the A. Or no. Are they decommissioning the ship? Is that what she's here for? Is that why she's...
I'm just glad I'm the one leading her final mission.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome back, Admiral Burnham.
I was about to say, isn't Zora still here?
After that, you wait.
For what?
Calypso?
This is a Red Directive. We both know how...
I still haven't seen Calypso, so I should have watched it before this. Maybe I should watch it after this.
Really gonna miss you, Zora.
I really do love the new uniform.
Perhaps you'd like to sit.
Have a seat, Admiral. Or maybe you'd like to go reminisce in your old cell in the brig.
Captain?
Aw. Okay, well now they're getting me a little emotional. Didn't think this would happen for Discovery. Well, this is nice. There's Detmer. I don't know why we didn't see more of her this season. And a Wochikan. Well, that was a lovely moment. Oh, they took off the A. Okay, I see. So, wait. Did they restore the ship to what it previously was? I guess. No more floating, nacelles. I mean, I guess they have to make it make sense for Calypso. I don't understand the purpose, though. Maybe Calypso will answer that for me. Huh. So does that imply that Stamets was on board to jump? Or they had someone, I don't know, maybe her son inherited that trait from Book. Well, that was nice. I definitely enjoyed this as a finale. I can definitely see how they would have kept the show going, or where the cutoff point was before giving us this epilogue. And honestly, I wouldn't have minded if they had given us some more, as long as they would have maintained this level of quality that we got this last season. I will say that this last season was definitely the best, in my opinion, and I'm sure there are some differing opinions about it online, but that's just my 2 cents. Okay, so yeah, the spoilers that I had seen was Kovich. Well, okay, so the first thing I saw with Kovich was I had seen, like, it was like just after the finale had aired, I had seen like an article that was like, that says, it wasn't too spoilery, but it did mention that there was a connection to Star Trek Enterprise. And I think it had a picture of Kovich as like the thumbnail for the article. But clearly I didn't click on it. I didn't want to see the spoiler. And for a while, that's all it was. But then Trek culture. And to be fair, it had been a few months since the release of the finale. They had posted a video with like a thumbnail of like an arrow pointing to Agent Daniels from Kovich, and the title of the video said something about Agent Daniels. So it was like, okay, well, thanks. But I only really have myself to blame for not being caught up. And also, even if it had been a total surprise, I would have been like, Agent Daniels, who's that? Because it's been at least 8 years since I've seen Enterprise. But still, I would have been like, who's Agent Daniels? I would have had to look it up and been like, oh, it's that guy. So anyways, that was one of the spoilers I had seen. I had seen images of Tarina and Saru from their wedding, because the Star Trek Instagram page had posted that image at some point. And then the last spoiler I had seen was the aged up Burnham and Book. So I knew what to expect there. Or I knew to expect that kind of an epilogue. But yeah, everything else was pretty much a surprise. I do approve of how they concluded the whole Progenitor thing. Thought it was interesting that the Progenitors weren't the ones that created the technology, and that they came into possession of it after the fact. I liked that as much as I've criticized Discovery for making it all about Michael Burnham and basically making her the center of the universe, which I still criticize earlier seasons for. I didn't mind that they gave her the decision for what to do with the technology, and I approve of her decision to let it go. I guess destroy it, sending it into the black hole. I thought that was the right call, especially with how dangerous that technology could be in the wrong hands. I made the realization, I guess, towards the end of the episode when she was meeting with Kovich, that the Red Directive wasn't because they wanted the technology for themselves. It was because they wanted to prevent it from getting into the wrong hands. So in that case, mission successful. Although I wonder if Kovich had any interest in using the technology for anything. Although I would assume that being a time agent, he probably would just have the best interest of humanity and generally all of life itself. I imagine he would have everyone's best interests at heart. I did think the details in his office, the Easter eggs, were cool. Especially the baseball, which I can only assume is Cisco's baseball. It's just nice. Moll, I don't know. I've had some frustrations about her character and like her performance, I guess. But despite that, there is a level of empathy I feel for her, having lost Locke, and I was kind of hoping that there would be a way to bring him back just for her, but I understand why that couldn't be, and I'm glad that the ability to resurrect life, at least not in the way that you would want, I'm glad that that wasn't a reality, in the sense that any person's death would be meaningless, because then you could just bring them back at any point. I don't know, when Burnham first entered that scape with the Progenitor that appeared to her, my first thought was, oh, is she going to see, like, when the idea of resurrection was still on the table, I was wondering if maybe she would see Spock or someone else from her past that she would have, like her father perhaps, someone that she lost that she would be confronted with maybe, but then it ended up being just the Progenitor, and the whole resurrection thing was just not possible. So I don't mind the choice that they made with that. I guess Tilly will be starting a mentorship program for the Academy. I assume we'll get to see some of that in the show. I don't know. I wasn't really looking forward to Starfleet Academy as much because it would take place in the Discovery era. But now that I've gotten through Discovery and I really enjoyed season 5, I am kind of looking forward to it. I hope they at least maintain the level of writing, the level of quality of writing that we got for season 5 of Discovery. Although I'm sure there will be some growing pains. They may not have the same writers. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm much more looking forward to it now than I was before. Yeah, I mean, I thought this did a great job. Despite them having to do reshoots, I thought this did a great job of letting us say a proper goodbye to the Discovery crew. At that moment with Admiral Burnham on the bridge, and her having that moment of all those memories and embracing all her friends. And yeah, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps now just talking about it. Is just I thought that was a very sweet goodbye for Discovery. And I guess it all leads to the events of Calypso, which I have not seen, but I have the short treks pulled up right now. So I guess this will be sort of a bonus reaction appended to the reaction for the Discovery finale. Plus, if it's really short, then it wouldn't really make sense for it to be its own video. So I think I'll go ahead and watch that, and then I'll share my thoughts on that and its connection to Discovery. Oh, it's kind of long. It is what it is. I've already started, so I'm just gonna go through with it. Let's do it. What's another 18 minutes? This video is gonna be a pain in the ass to edit. Betty Boop. Okay. And there's the Discovery. The classic version that we saw at the end of Discovery. Okay. I don't know what that symbol's supposed to mean. It makes this short makes me wonder how much in advance did they know they were going to do with Discovery? Because they must have known about Zora, but they might not have known that the ship was going to get an upgrade, or that it was going to become the Discovery A. Why is he touching all his scars?
I thought it must have sentimental value since you never had it removed.
Oh, gotcha.
What's your name?
Zora.
Okay.
Quarrel.
Quarrel.
Liar. This ought to fit better.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or if it's too early to say, but it seems like Zora has more of a personality here. I don't know.
But mostly I'm called Craft.
Because...
Craft, okay. I've heard that name before.
Though my records show no human settlement.
There are quite a few of us. Fewer lately.
You're...
Okay, so he is human.
Radresh? Those are your enemies?
I mean, what is Betty Boop?
What?
How long you been out here, alone?
Almost 1,000 years.
Damn.
Most of it evolving myself. It was nice to have some alone time.
I mean, that would explain the personality. Dusty.
Your orders were given by a captain who's been dead for 1,000 years.
I understand.
True. Unless you consider Kovich, which is probably still kicking. Or at least could be, if he decided to travel.
Bishop to G5. Check and mate.
I like to see more of Zora. This is nice.
I see. What's a Tuesday? So she's gonna marry Funny Face?
He's not funny face. She is.
Huh. No, it's no Betty Boop.
I like that we got to see a little bit of this personality in Discovery. I'm sure that was intentional.
All that's missing is a cry from a Sorrowhawk or two. Queen. Always doing nice things for me.
It's a little hard to believe that she would have gotten it right the first time, but for the sake of the story, I'll let it slide. Oh, what? He's gonna dance with her? I mean, could she manifest herself as a hologram or something?
Now for my leading lady, please.
Okay.
I don't have a body. I don't have a face.
You're doing my imagination. I'm sure you're doing yours too.
Well, let's see. Okay, very pretty. Oh, this is sweet. I wonder how they did the special effects to like get her to be all hologrammy and him not. I wonder if they had to paint her in specifically, or if they had to film them separately and then just combine it. Yeah. Can't imagine it would be easy to not think about your family.
I'm not really a person. You know that.
You're sentient. Yeah. Damn. I mean, I like the story. I just don't understand what the purpose of all this is. And, like, why it was a Red Directive. I don't know if we may not get an answer about that, but maybe we'll get an answer about, like, what the... I just need to know what the conclusion is, I guess. We'll see.
You reminded me what it means to be human.
This is hard enough already.
Then I'll just say goodbye.
And thank you. Well, maybe he did already say thank you.
If we were lovers on my world, you would give me my true name.
Then I already did.
Funny face. Aw. I feel bad for Zora. Okay, that's it. Damn, that was sad. I wasn't expecting that. Although, I mean, I would have to assume that the Red Directive that Zora was placed there for still has not yet occurred. I have doubts that Kraft was part of the plan. I mean, but the Red Directive did give them the excuse to put the ship back in its original state and then allow the events of Calypso to happen. So yeah, I mean, that was a very nice short. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really well made. Again, it does make me wonder how much they had planned for Discovery's future. If they even knew that the ship was going to get remodeled and then demodeled for this to have to take place. I will say that is kind of one of my complaints about Discovery, is that they sort of write themselves into, or they have written themselves into a corner. Like with the whole Michael Burnham being Spock's adoptive sister, like they were clearly going to have to explain that away somehow and explain why she was never mentioned ever again and why the Discovery was never mentioned again. And then for this short that was written and filmed before, which I mean, I would assume that they had an idea that they were going to the future at this point, because I'm pretty sure all these shorts came out after Discovery Season 2. It could have been before. Still, I'm sure at this point they had an idea that they were going to the future, and they had the idea of Zora. I mean, I can imagine it must have been really cool for fans who had watched Calypso to be introduced to Zora in Discovery, or at least seeing her achieve that sentience in Season 4. So I guess I just never got around to watching this short trek. Anyways, I really enjoyed this season of Discovery. Like I said, I think it's my favorite of the whole run. They definitely did a better job of engaging me and keeping me engaged. And yeah, I mean, I definitely had issues with the earlier seasons of Discovery. Even if when Discovery first premiered, I was super excited about it. I was just happy to have new Trek because I was such a fan of old Trek. And, you know, I stayed enthused about it for a time. But then time passed, and I guess I became a bit jaded. And also exposed to other differing opinions online, which caused me to look back and see the flaws that I overlooked the first time around. But things did get better after a lengthy hiatus following Season 3. I mean, you can see my reactions for Season 4. If I couldn't recommend Discovery before, I can definitely more comfortably recommend Discovery for watch, for enjoyment now that I've gone through it, and now that I feel like I truly appreciate the characters and what Discovery was, you know. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much longer. This video is already over 2 hours long, and really not looking forward to editing it. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about this season as a whole and Discovery as a whole. Even if we disagree on things, that's totally fine. I understand, and my hope is that other people who may have negative opinions about Discovery will also come to see the light, so to speak. Maybe not fall in love with the series, but at least appreciate it and recognize its contribution to the Star Trek universe. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate the encouragement getting me back into Discovery. I definitely enjoyed this more than I thought I would. Looking forward to seeing what happens next in the Trek universe, and hopefully I will see you guys next time.